All right. Well, it's day two, and they're standing tall with the help of a little bit of support I got here on both of those. Um, but the goal today is to really get these guys nice and wet. Um, I'm gonna water them for a good 5 to 10 minutes, and then it's also water day for all of these guys. So after I get these guys nice and watered, I'm gonna introduce them to their new hitters, which this is how they're going to be eventually being watered on a daily basis. But for now, since I know they are watered by hand um, previously, I'm going to go ahead and continue to water by hand, make sure I get enough moisture out there. Um, and then I'm going to phase these in. So they'll get two waterings today. They'll get watering by hand. And then when I turn on the drip system, they'll also get some water from their emitters, from the drip emitters. And then before I do that, though, I'm going to lay down some mulch and cover these guys up, add the emitters, and then give them another water. And this guy right here, like I said, I didn't get as much of the root balls as I wanted to, so I'm going to keep my eye on uh, Tierra's avocado tree. I'm going to be focusing on the leaves, and I expect them to wilt and even have some leaf droppage just because of the shock of losing all those roots on the root ball. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to um, get it to recover from that. But we'll look at the leaves every day and hopefully get a sense of what's happening. And if I have to, um, I'll actually give Dave a call from Bonita Creek Nursery. Real cool guy. He's the one that actually hit me up and let me know they had this Calamansi available. And it was interesting because I had no idea. Well, I kind of knew, but as I was out searching for trees, I can't remember if I was looking for blackberries or these cherry trees that actually used to be in these spots right here. Um, and Letty was like, I can't remember how, if she told me or she told Marie or who she told, but she wanted to see, if I came across the Calamansi tree. That's what she really wanted. I think we were asking her, like, hey, do you want something? And that's what she said she wanted. And so I let Dave from Bonita Creek Nursery know. And when he had some in, he texted me. And I went down there and got it. So I got two of them actually. One's here, and I have one in the pot in our backyard, which is doing pretty well. But this one is much prettier. I think it's just had a lot of tender love and care. So we're going to try to keep that going. These ones I actually, I did everything by hand. I used minimal tools, of course, a shovel and some pruners. But other than that, I really got in there with my hands to build these trenches, even to pull these root balls out of the ground. So we'll try to continue that, make sure that we're giving these guys the love and attention they deserve, and also the rest of these guys, try to do better. It's been for me pretty much water on, water off, some weeding every now and again, and some sparse pruning. But I need to develop some better trenches for these guys. I need to get some better emitters. I'll give you a close-up of the emitters later. This is one of the ones that I use. But I don't like them. I think they give out, either they give out too much water if they're covering the area you want, or it's just too much volume. And then when you get it to the right volume that you want, it covers too little area. They literally just either drip or spray. And when they spray, it's like this kind of spray. And I want more of a mist spray. I want to be able to lightly mist the soil over a long period of time. So I know that a lot of that water is not running off. It's soaking into the soil. And so what I want is, I think they're called spray sticks. It's a brand, and they have um, it's just this interesting thing. The hose goes into the top, and it just runs into a pressure wall, and it makes the water mist out, kind of like a mister, but it mists in a very particular direction. And you don't get that heavy beads of water that typically just run off the soil. I found them online. Home Depot doesn't have them. Lowe's doesn't have them. I found them online, and they have some distributors out here. But it's kind of like finding a unique auto part. You know, you're not going to get it at the big stores. You're going to have to go somewhere that carries it. So they do have distributors out in San Diego, but I'm trying to buy online. So I'm really trying to find them where I can buy them online. I don't feel like driving nowhere. So, but if I have to, I will. All right. Well, I'll let you guys go for now, and then I'll dial you back in when I'm throwing down that mulch. All right. Get ready for this mulch, and I'm gonna throw a light coat over it. And I don't know if you can see, but I tried that um, plastic mulch or that rubber mulch, and I thought it would be really cool because I thought it would stay dark and it would provide a nice contrast on the ground over here. And what I found was it kind of stayed dark, um, but what I didn't like about it totally outweighed the plus of it being kind of like staying dark and providing a contrast. It was more like with that came with the fact that it wasn't biodegradable, so it just stays there and doesn't provide any kind of nutrients to the soil. And this stuff, you know, it eventually gets you know, breaks down and gets into the soil. Let me give these guys two while we're here. And not only that, I started actually using a leaf vacuum out here, and I'm vacuuming up all the leaves from the trees, the dead leaves from the trees, and then it has a mulcher. So I send it through the vacuum, and I mulch the leaves, and then I would have actually be using the leaves as the mulch today. However, I have so much of this rubber mulch on my grass that my mulcher sucks it up, and obviously it doesn't grind it up like it grinds the leaves up or the real wood mulch, and so it's creating havoc. I had to keep stopping my vacuum to remove pieces of rubber mulch. So if anybody was asking me, do I recommend rubber mulch, the answer is hell to the now. You might find reasons for using it, but for me, I'd rather just use biodegradable mulch and let it fade. Who cares? And then replace it, you know, every year or so, however way you need to replace it. But you know, doing these like little types of chores kind of helps keep me up close and personal with these guys. Normally, I would be not getting the close look that you really need to find out if there's anything going on, anything that needs attending to. I had cherry trees that were right here, and you know, they started dying before, and they were dead. One of them was actually dead before I even realized that it was dying. So I started noticing some things, and by the time I realized what was going on, this one, the one that was over here, it was a some kind of fungal disease that it got, and I waited too long. I could have caught it if I would have pruned all the stuff back quick enough, but I waited too long. And then the other cherry tree, it was a root issue or a watering issue or something like that. But it started dying. And by the time I noticed that, it was too late as well. So, you know, trying to get up close or getting up close to these guys every now and again to do a little yard work, you know, not always a bad thing. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna put these emitters in, and you can kind of see already. Here's crap, that was stupid. Here's the drip system, and these are the emitters I'm using. For now, each of these plants are going to get one emitter, but when I revamp this guy's probably going to get 3, and that avocado is probably going to get 5, just to make sure that they're getting the adequate amount of water that they need. So, but it's as simple as just sticking these guys in the ground here, and I'm doing these real close to the roots. And we're going to keep that initial root ball nice and wet. Okay, so for now, here's how we got the water system set up. Straight from the hose. And then we have 2 plugins right here. This plug-in is obviously the one that goes up and around and out to the back. And then this plug-in here, who is not plugged in right now, that goes to all the potted guys. So you can see, starts right here. It's my apple tree. Goes all the way up. That's the other Calamansi right there. Passion. What kind of? I think that's like a Nigerian. What do you call those things? Mandarin, passion, peach, passion, another mandarin, passion, lime, passion, grapefruit, passion, mango, and loquat. So those are the guys in the pot. But right now, we're watering the guys in the ground. So let's go see how they're doing. Okay, so here they start, and you can see, I don't know if you can see, we got just a little drip on the banana tree. These ones aren't emitting like the way I would like them to, but still, they're getting the palm tree roots. And this palm tree, I've had 3 palm trees here, and they've all died. The last one, as I pulled it out, it was actually the roots were taking as I pulled it out. So this one I'm leaving in to see if those roots are actually taken. I gave it more time than I gave the last one. I really like this tree. I forget what it's called, but you can see that one. It's got it going on in there. That's a banana tree, or it's a banana plant. Actually, those aren't really trees. And then these ones again. I don't like the way they're dripping. It's just not doing what it's supposed to do. Probably maybe I don't have enough pressure. I don't know. And then I have these going all the way across my shrub, and then it continues across the top here, and then as you can see, I got a nice sloppy right there. I'll get that later. Come down here, and these guys are going, and you can see that's just not really adequate. This is gonna have to change, but you can see we got a couple right there for the blackberry, and then this one that's looking pretty good for the calamansi. Get close up on that. So and then see, that's how these are really supposed to look, and you can see these are really steady streams. I'd rather have a mist, so I'm gonna be switching these out. But I'm gonna let that go ahead and run for about another 25 minutes. It did rain a little bit this past week, so I'm not going to hit them too hard. But I'm going to run for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and then call it quits for today. Yeah, y'all.